Just cleaning battery cables. You want to clean them with your tongue? No? Yeah? That's what I thought. Alright, well then, cool. Welcome back to your favorite small automotive YouTube channel enhancing your vehicle ownership. I'm Nate, and today is another vlog style video on my YouTube channel that's everything about cars and trucks and automotive that's going on in my life. And today, guys, we're going to be working on the Ford 600 once again. I cannot get away from this truck. You remember the last video where we were putting on the carburetor and we're going to put in new spark plugs. We never got the spark plugs done. We got the truck running and blah blah blah. Long story short, it's not running again. And we're going to go back and I think it's just a battery cable issue. We're just going to clean the cables and kind of take another look at the truck. So that's it. 95 Camry. It's cold outside. The car's feeling it. We are definitely dressed for the occasion. So yeah, that's awesome. Every good repair and diagnostic starts with tools. You can't work on something without tools. Oh gosh. So I'm out here trying to find some tools, and then I'm gonna be headed over to the truck. It's cold. It's like maybe 20 some degrees outside, and I'm in Vans and rubber gloves, and that was not my best choice. Here's the F600 that we're gonna be working on. You remember from my last video. Here's the loader tractor. I think I'm pointing to the loader tractor. Here's the loader tractor that we use to load the old F600 up when we're feeding cows and whatnot. It has to be down here to be plugged in because it is cold. Got our old sprinkler van truck, trencher that just broke down that we're using to do drops, and then of course the old International. My other projects that I have all my tools, and that's my dad's 92 GMC Sierra with the 350 in it. I am actually replacing the intake manifold gaskets on this truck, as well as the water pump, and we're going to do just a number of other little tune-up things. And unfortunately, I'm not going to remember how this truck goes back together because it's been sitting here for like a month, so icicles. I've got everything I need for the repair. I've got the battery tester, the wire brushes here. My battery terminal cleaner is broken apparently, and a screwdriver and a wrench set, although I did grab metric wrenches and I don't think that'll work. Next level. Woo! Got a little cold after filming that montage for you guys. Let's go check this thing out. Gosh, for a 360 or whatever it is, these are tiny little battery cables on this truck, and no, they're not metric, but I don't care. I've got metric wrenches, and they're close except for that one. I need an 11. Taking off both the battery cable and also, maybe I don't have to wait a second to show you, the end of the battery cable clamp here, because there's a ton of corrosion throughout. If I really wanted to be safe, I would just replace these battery cables as well, but I think I'm gonna do this part, brush this part, brush the cable, and I might find where the cable neutral connects onto the engine and brush that as well as clean up the battery. There is an awful lot of corrosion. For some reason, the cold has made it so this truck will not start because of the corrosion, and maybe the battery froze and died. I don't know. I haven't tested it yet. I thought I'd clean these because they are pretty bad and see if that's the problem, because I don't think this battery is that old and this truck's been running great. So, also, word of advice, never put two black cables on your truck. This is black and that's the positive, and this is black and that's the negative. What? Brush, 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 brush. This engine does not track the amount of hours that's on it, but if it did, there would be an awful lot. The truck itself only has like 20-some thousand miles. I think it's like 26 or something like that. And it's always been a champ, this Ford 360. From the, I think the late 60s, early 70s, it's never let us down. Ah! Bless you. Ah, it's cold. Did I mention it's cold? It's cold out here. Oh, poop. Did I just lose that? Oh gosh, it's right here. Alright, so I got both battery cables back on. I'm gonna move my wrenches so I don't forget them here in the truck and all my tools, and we're gonna test this battery. If you've never used an old analog battery tester before, this is the Chicago Electric old analog battery tester. You simply connect it to the battery, you hold the load on or the switch on for 10 seconds, and then while still holding the switch, you read the meter, and it will tell you whether or not your battery is weak, bad, okay, weak, bad, or if it's still okay and steady. And you can also test your charging system by seeing if it's getting 14 volts less than or more than as well. And it can do this whether or not your battery is fully charged up at all, or dead. So here goes nothing. I'm gonna hold the load on for 10 seconds, maybe. I gotta figure out which way the switch goes. After 10 seconds of holding it and still holding it, we are getting a bad weak reading. Still in the weak, which means this battery should work, but this battery is not gonna last much longer. So I let go of that and I can smell that heating element in here. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect it and see if we can't get the truck to fire up. If I can't get the truck to fire up, I'm gonna bring over the jumper pack and jump it, let it run for a minute, and then we'll go from there. While I have the Stanley FatMax hooked up, I am going to check the alternator as well. I am going to have a full review of my Stanley FatMax Power Pack and air compressor coming to the channel very soon. So subscribe if you haven't already, and smash that like button if you want to see more vlog style content like this, or if you like any of my content in general. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram at UIVO_auto, so follow me there as well. I just got onto IGTV, so something new. So I was just totally trying to unlock my iPhone with my blue gloves on. That doesn't work so well. It's checking, it's blinking, and then it will give us a reading on whether or not the alternator is good. So I'm getting an alternator fault on this truck. Guys, I have replaced so many alternators in the past 2 months on the farm and in the fleet. Either I'm not getting a good connection right now from the battery into the charging system somewhere, or the alternator itself's not working, but I am getting an alternator fault, which I'm gonna double check with the battery tester. I replaced an alternator on my sister's car, the Nissan Altima, and that trencher over there that we glanced at in a clip, it needs an alternator replaced. And then our other little trench that we've been using needs an alternator replaced. I did cross-check it, and this says that the alternator is not charging either, so awesome. All right, could it be our 50-some-year-old alternator, or could it be a loose connection somewhere? I'm not entirely convinced yet. I'm following this negative wire down, and it is split open there, which is fine. I don't know if that's getting good ground or not. Maybe I'll try cleaning that. Some reason we're not getting a complete circuit here. It might be this here that's dirty or fried. All right, so here are the connections I was talking about. This one goes from the positive battery terminal down to this relay, and I'm gonna clean it. I don't think it's our culprit. I'm gonna clean it anyways. Then I'm gonna clean this side of the relay, which again, I don't think is our culprit, but I'm gonna clean it anyways. And then we have the negative battery terminal cable that runs down here and grounds out on the engine, which is very greasy and dirty, and I made the mistake of removing this coolant line but it sits right behind here, and that could actually be our culprit. So I'm going to clean all these, put them back together, and try it once more. Alright, so I just got done cleaning those other leads. I'm going to take the truck out of gear, and we're going to try to start it one more time here. Battery is dead. If it's not charging, then I have a theory. Alright, truck's running. Let's go check this alternator. The alternator's no good. I'm not getting any charge from the alternator. The battery tester confirmed that in the last clip, and that is going to lead into my theory. So I have a theory about what happened here, and I could be totally off the wall and the rocker, and I want to do one more test before I make any final conclusions. And that cow is really annoying in the background. For my final test, I'm going to bring a battery charger over here and put on the truck for the next few hours. When Dad goes out and feeds cows, it'll start and it should run just fine. For some reason, if the battery was bad, the truck stays running for quite a while. So I don't think that the alternator is bad, although it very well could be. And for my theory to work, it needs to be. Now that I'm done punching holes in my theory, I think I'll explain to you guys what my theory is. So my theory is that the alternator died on this truck. It obviously killed the battery, ran it out of juice, and then when we went to start it the next time, the next day, the battery, because it's so cold at night, froze, and it got ruined. And so now we have both a bad alternator and a bad battery, and that's my theory. I'm making a video here. I just poked major holes in my theory, though, because I can get the truck running, and it stays running, and it is so old that I don't actually know if it needs electricity to stay running, or if it can just run on its own with a bad alternator and bad battery, which I think it probably can. So maybe my theory is still valid. But back to my theory. So I think that that's what's happened. I think that the alternator and the battery now need replaced, or maybe the battery just needs a good charging and we need a new alternator. And if you liked this video, if it helped you out in any way, or if it was simply enjoyable, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Weekly, I upload vlog style content like this, repair content, or build content. So if you're into anything automotive like that, subscribe here on YouTube. But also consider following me on Instagram at EYVO_auto for additional automotive content. There I post daily and upload to IGTV once a week for additional build content. So if you like anything that you see here, subscribe to YouTube, follow me on Instagram. It's cold, I'm going to go inside and warm up, but get out there, enjoy your automotive ownership, and I will catch you in the next video. We decided to go the new battery route. We got a new Napa Legend battery. Got the old one over here that I got to take back to the store, but trial and error, we'll see if this is the cause of our problem, if the alternator keeps this battery charged up. If not, well, we'll be replacing it in a future video.